is a phrasing to try to describe the aspect or the element of facts as things that can't fundamentally inform what we believe. So you can have a fact, you can have an observation, you can have the science, but ultimately there's nothing implicit about that that tells us what belief system we should have. And it's at that point, because of that nature of facts, that we end up believing everything based on a paradigm. So I'll talk for a moment about paradigms. So the problem with truth is that when we believe something, we don't believe it in a vacuum. The sort of colloquial idea, the typical idea of how we believe something is that, let's say you believe that truth originates from an absolute authority. You believe that it's just there, right? And that you can just somehow come onto this belief, right? But we don't believe them in a vacuum. We have to plug our beliefs into a framework which lets us understand the world. And so, in my view, this is how we kind of evolved. This is what we evolved to do. We don't really know any other way of believing. Humans are a symbolic species, this one scientist, Kim Storelny, calls it. We have, in our evolution as humans, from when we were just sort of more simple apes, we gradually evolved the ability to think of things in the abstract and have symbols and ideas that share between individuals. So when you have something like a truth, oftentimes that's only defined in relation to a framework that we've kind of invented. When I say, for example, dark matter, that's something that no one can observe. We can't really observe with scientific instrumentation, but we know that it exists because probably none of you have done the actual science, but you've heard other people say that it exists. And that reasoning sounds logical to you because you're from a framework, a paradigm, which understands the way of the world as yielding to the existence of black matter, and dark matter. And we believe that it exists because there is reason around, because of the framework that we believe in, suggests that it exists. So it's not directly proven, but it is suggested to exist by the paradigm. So the problem here is that, again, underdetermination can't tell us which paradigm is correct. So all of the time we're going through life really basing our beliefs on paradigms, but not on reality. There's a philosopher of science called Thomas Kuhn who asserts, he's the one who coined the term paradigm shift. He asserts that our beliefs aren't really like some kind of tower where we have this foundation and the more knowledge we get, we build it on top of itself to form some sort of big, stable structure of human knowledge. He believes that we've seen this over in the course of history and in the history of science, that we'll build our beliefs, but it's more like a boat in the ocean. It's actually not stable. And once our belief system breaks, we actually don't have any foundation we can go off of to interpret things until we rebuild it. But even still, it's not on any solid foundation.